Hi everybody, what's going on? This is IntuitiveEdge. Welcome to my channel once again. Thanks for joining me today. So let's take a look in the cards to see what's going on. Cuba seems to be in the news a lot lately. What's going to be the result of all of this protest? Is there going to be lasting change? Is there going to be more unrest? What is going to be the end result? So let's take a look at the cards and see what that has to say. I paused the video just to get a feel for the spread that I put out, and I've got so many messages coming in all at once. It's like if I don't start this video and start talking, I'm gonna lose half of what I've got, because it's like it's all just like I've got a ton of messages on this. Okay, I'll try to start back, but I've got stuff coming in. Holy smokes! All right, one thing at a time. Zen. Four of Cups. Okay, so what I've got with this card, and the way the cards are laid out, I'll give you the spread at the end, but I'll just describe what I'm seeing here. So this is the broader view eye spread. It's a total of 6 cards. This is on the issue. Now, this is a card of refusal, and it's also a card of longing, okay? And so what I'm getting is that the Cuban people, there's a longing and a yearning, and I feel like there's been some type of study or learning that has produced this yearning. There's been some understanding that has come in that's kind of helped fuel this. So some type of book learning or understanding has come in, and it's produced this longing, this yearning. Now, this person on this card she's looking up at this cup, and I get the feeling that this cup is like, this is what we're giving you, and this is like, no, we don't want this. We don't want what you're giving us. We want our own thing. We have our own longing and our own yearnings, and we don't want what you're giving. We don't want what you're selling. Now, above this is understanding the issue, and we have this king here, and this king, strong energy. But I feel like this king, this person is longing, and it's facing up to this king. This king is like putting his rod down, his foot down, and I think the king is the one pushing this cup, going, this is what we're giving you. And there's this, we are longing, because the way the cards are laid out, it's like this. This person's looking up at the king, saying, we long to be in your position. In other words, have our own determination for our own lives, and not what you're giving us, but we long to have our own self-determination and our own power over our own lives. So that's the yearning, is to be in a place of power and authority and not have other imposed authority over me. Okay, it's that human yearning and longing for freedom, basically. Now, what's coming into view is a very nice positive card. We've got this, I'm just making sure I'm not going to forget to mention some of the other things that were coming in. So we've got this card on coming into view, the 10 of Cups, a very positive card. It's very, very positive, actually. Home, family, peace. I mean, there's some really good things that are going to come of this. Right now it's kind of like maybe tenuous, but there's something good coming of it, okay? What's fading from view is the Queen of Swords. So the Queen of Swords is kind of harsh, okay? She puts forth what she wants. She's kind of like, she's just very strong in her determination and her willpower, but she can be kind of harsh, kind of brash, and that energy leaving, but this coming into view. So that's what makes me think there's something good coming of this ultimately. And I don't know if that has anything to do with this king energy, perhaps relenting, or perhaps giving some of that power or control back to the people, or having some kind of change or shift, but something good, okay? Now, what should be done? This is a card of negotiation. This is the Knight of Wands. And making an offer, negotiating, that's what should be happening. is understanding, coming to the table and negotiating what would work best, what would bring the most stability and peace to the people. There's got to be give and take in any kind of negotiation. And you have to understand the other person's issues before you can negotiate a settlement or a deal. So there has to be some understanding. That's what should be done. Come to the table, understand the grievances, hear the grievances, understand what is behind the grievances, and then come to some sort of negotiation. So the outcome of this is interesting. We have the Queen of Cups. No, did I say Knight of Wands? I meant Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups. Okay. Maybe I should have these on. Knight of Cups. Because I thought this was interesting with the Knight of Cups and the Queen of Cups next to each other. So this Queen of Cups brings an element of stability where there's maybe volatility, emotions are running high, maybe there's some people that are like really volatile. This brings some stabilizing energy. So I think things are going to calm down at some point. It will calm down. But she brings a really nice stabilizing energy as a result of these negotiations that I hope will take place. If they do, it will bring about a good result. And that negotiating will bring about a stabilizing energy and mitigate some of this yearning, some of this longing. It will help to bring about a good result to that yearning, longing, need. Okay. Now, the messages that I was getting from this, that was coming in, I was sensing that there's something that is going to spin off from this. This is going to, like, okay, we have this Cuban thing going on, right? And this issue over here. It's almost like there's going to be a spin-off in another area, perhaps geographically, but like other people are going to take maybe what's happening over here and try to fit that same energy into their own yearnings and their own desires. And it's going to do a spin-off. And it's kind of in an unlikely place, but it's going to cause a stir in more areas. Okay? So look for spin-off energy to be released from this. This isn't just about Cuba, or at least it's not going to be, because somebody else, some other group, some other faction is going to kind of take on the cause and make it their own and say, we have longings too. We have yearnings too. We don't want what you're forcing down our throat. We don't want your totalitarianism. We don't want your authoritativeness. We want to be self-determining and have our own views and our own wishes and be respected for having those longings and wanting to determine our own lives and our own futures. So look for that. I don't know for sure, but I almost have this sense of it spinning off into some of the groups in the United States that already feel that way, that this is going to kind of empower them somehow, or they're going to want to spin it off in their own thing. Okay, so look for that. That was the message I was getting. Now, underneath this, we have the Fool card. Fool! This is a card of kind of being reckless and we're just going to go for it. We're just throwing caution to the wind, and we're just going to go do this thing and see where it takes us. It's like you're just ready to just break out of the cocoon and fly. It doesn't matter if you're going to fly into a truck that's coming down the road. You just want to be that butterfly and just fly out of the cocoon. You want that release. You want to be able to get out and spread your wings and be self-determining. And it may not always know, you may not always know what's around the corner, where that's going to take you, but that desire is almost too strong to contain. That's what I'm sensing with it. I think that's why I was sensing so much energy over this. It's like there's too much energy on this to contain it. And it won't be contained. It's actually just going to continue. But I do see some good things with it, especially with the Queen and the 10. The Queen bringing that stabilizing energy where there's volatility, kind of helping calm things. And then that 10 just bringing a really nice energy. The 10 of Cups is one of the most positive cards in the deck. And to have that at the apex of this spread, which is what's coming into view. So I guess this is, for me, it's encouraging for the people to continue to express their longings and their yearnings for self-determination, for power and control over their own lives, and that kind of determination for their own future. Okay, I think that's all the messages I had. Look for the spin-off. That's what I was getting. Okay, that's all I've got for this. I appreciate you watching. Thanks for tuning in. We'll catch you next time. This has been Intuitive Edge. Bye for now.